It is another very beautiful day, and I want to welcome you to another edition of Insightful Moments. My name is Jare Tiamiyu. Today, we will go back to the All Progressives Congress. It is the date has been chosen now for the primaries of the party, and that will be December 13th. Then, what is going to happen on that day? That's just about 2 months to this time. And then the aspiration, the jostling for tickets and all that are still at the peak now. So we'll be speaking with a member of the APC, and we'll be talking about the issues within the All Progressives Congress. Number one, we'll talk about the issue of zoning. Where does this person think is the best bet for this party to have its governorship candidate? And also, we are looking at other issues from the local government matter. It is still there. The APC now have access to funds. We were told that the money has been moved from the CBN to a UBA account opened by this yes or no chairman, the APC chairman. My guest today is Prince Oladele Oyelude, a member of the APC. He joins us from Abuja, DFCT. Mr. Oladele, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Jare. Thank you very much.
All right, let me start from here. In most of the things, you have always been saying that you don't believe, you are from Ayedire local government, if I'm right?
Yes.
So you are from Osun West. But in most of your write-up, I've always been saying that you do not believe that the Osun West is the best bet or the surest bet for the All Progressives Congress to pick its candidates. Can you explain what exactly what are those things? What are the factors that you think will mitigate against the victory of the APC if it goes towards Osun West?
Well, the truth is, it's not as if Osun West is not the best senatorial district that's supposed to produce the next governor of Osun State. But the truth is, if a political party is in the opposition, party in the state or at the federal level, courtesy demands political calculations in the sense that if you are picking a candidate, you must consider some certain factors that can give you victory at the poll. So if if our party, the All Progressive Congress, is picking a governorship candidate, we have to do the political calculation very well and make sure that we pick a candidate from a senatorial district that can give us the votes needed to win the election. The truth is, if we want to pick a candidate for the governorship election, we have to look at where is the sitting governor is and what is his current strength, in the forthcoming election. So these are the things we have to put in place, because if assuming that the APC is the ruling party at the state level, we can pick our candidates. The governor can pick is our candidate from any senatorial district because the mandate is with us. But now we are the opposition party. We have to look at certain scenarios. We have to look at certain occurrence, the level of the party in the states, the senatorial district where the governor is coming from, and his strength in his federal constituency and his local government. And currently now we know that the current governor in the state, in the PDP, is from Osun West and is from Ede federal constituency. And we know all the vote that is normally come from Ede federal constituency. And we know that the man is doing well in his editorial district, in his federal constituency precisely. And if we are picking a candidate, we must pick a candidate that can nullify that vote that is coming from that federal constituency first. And if you look at all the candidates that are coming out from the West Senatorial District, all of them are capable, they are competent. But the truth is, capability of a candidate of a political party is not the prerequisite of any political party to pick governorship candidates. You have to look at, am I going to win from this senatorial district? Because if Osun West, if the APC is picking candidates from Osun West, the Osun Central and the Osun East, normally they will say that they have produced a governor before, but there are federal constituencies that are very strong from those senatorial districts that has never produced a governor in the history of the states. So, and if you want to win election, and that's why you look at in 2023, the opposition party, the PDP, and the other political party, most especially the PDP, pick their candidates from the north. Statutorily, everybody knows that it is the southern region that's supposed to produce president after Buhari. But because the opposition, the PDP, wish to win and defeat the ruling party, they cannot come back to south west and pick their candidate. If not Peter Obi that pick, that claims the ticket of the Labour Party in the southwest, the vote of the opposition could have been higher than what they got. So if you are picking a candidate, you must calculate very well. You must eschew selfishness. You must, ignore familiarity. So you have to calculate very well and look at where you can pick your candidates. If our party pick a candidate from either Osogbo or Ife, we are going to win. It's not as if we are. It's not. If the APC is going to produce a governor now in Osun State, it's supposed to be Southwest. But because we are not in the ruling party, assuming our party defeated the opposition in 2022, and Oyetola is about to finish his second term in 2026, he will easily pick his candidate single-handedly from the Southwest. But currently now, the situation doesn't favor us in that sense to pick our candidate, because if we pick our candidate from Osun West now, the leaders, certainly, that's just it, the leaders in Osun Central and Osun East, most especially in Osogbo and Ife, they may just stand akimbo and be watching what is going to happen to the party, because they will believe that the current governor should come and finish his 8 years and go, so that they also can come out and say that at least Osun West has done 8 years. So we have to balance our equation. We have to calculate very well. If we pick somebody from the central, we pick somebody from either Osogbo or Ife or thereabouts, after their 4 or 8 years, Osun West, they will single-handedly give it to Osun West without any stress. Nobody can come out from any other senatorial district and challenge that. So we don't need to look at the fact that maybe because I'm from Osun West, I want to be selfish because I want my senatorial district to produce governor. No. If I love my party and I want my party to win, I must calculate beyond zoning, because the zoning is not official, and that's why you see every political party pick their candidate from wherever they want. And I can tell you, if we don't calculate very well, it will affect our election. We are going to win because the situation now is favorable. We are going to win, but we have to calculate very well so that we will not work in vain, or will not stress ourselves during the electioneering process.
So in a nutshell, if I may ask you now, are you saying that Osun Central, looking at the candidates that we have had, the people that are contesting now, from Osun Central, we have Omoba Dotumba. From Osun Central, we have the National Secretary of the party, and we have the legal luminary, Mr. Kunle Adegoke Kerad. I think also from Osun East now, we only have one major aspect. Okay, we have 2 persons from Osun East, and the 2 of them are from Ife, Senator Yola Misori and Senator Babajide Omowai. Are you advising your party to look in the ways of these 4 men and pick maybe one of them?
Just like I said earlier before, I have been advocating for my party to pick from either Osun Central or Osun East. And if we are talking of Osun Central, we are not talking as much as our former governor said he's not contesting again. Because if he's contesting, I would have even preferred him to come and finish his remaining 4 years, so that it will be easier for us in Osun West to come on board and claim the ticket. But in as much as he said he's not contesting again, I would still prefer he pick from Osun Central, or Osun East. So,
Also,
and if it is Osun Central, it should be Osogbo precisely, which is the state capital, if the former governor is not contesting again. So I should prefer Osogbo, and I have a candidate there. And if it is Osun East, I'll prefer the pick from Ife, because Ilesha Federal Constituency has produced one before. So it's only Ife Federal
mm,
Constituency that is yet to produce, and Obokun Oriade Assis. So, but looking at the votes that will be coming from Osogbo or Ife, those votes will definitely nullify the vote that is coming from Ede Federal Constituency. So these are the political calculations that are expected party members to pick. But most of party members that I see, most of them is just, supporting candidate based on their familiarity, based on their relationship, based on what they have done together before. So, which is supposed not to be like that. We have to base our calculation, base our agitation on our ability to win the election, not based on our familiarity or our relationship. So I would prefer our party to pick from either Oshogbo Federal Constituency or Ife Federal Constituency, so that we can have a good vote to nullify the one that is coming from Ede. So other leaders will, we rally around the candidates and make sure we win the election. Because if you are picking from Osun West now, you see majority of the people, some are coming from Ikire Federal Constituency, some are coming from Iwo Federal Constituency. It's only in Ede that I've never seen anybody coming from that asset, because they know the governor is
we
from
have
there.
one
So if you
person.
look
We
at the
have Senator
calculation,
Mudasiru
if you
Shehu.
look at it very
We have
well,
Senator
from
Mudasiru Shehu from
Iwo
Ede
Federal
Federal
Constituency,
Constituency.
there are
I mean from
candidates
Ede
of
Federal
the third
Constituency.
force that is also coming. The third force
Mm,
is also coming, and they are likely to pick their candidate from Osun West Senatorial District, either from Ede Federal Constituency, which is maybe Ejigbo, or Iwo Federal Constituency. So if we are picking our candidate from either Iwo, or we are picking from Ikire Axis, you will discover that the vote is going to be shared in Osun West by the PDP, the APC, and the ADC. So, but if we pick our candidate from either Ife or Oshogbo, we discover that the vote that is coming from those houses will come in bulk. So the one in Osun West will be shared between the three political parties, major three political parties. So these are the
mm.
things that we have to put in consideration. We shouldn't look at our familiarity with anyone or our relationship for the past.
So with what you are saying now, in the past you have been accused to be a mouthpiece of Senator Ajibola Bashir. And they also accused you that you and some individuals were rooting for Governor Ademola Adeleke to join the party. Is that the case?
Well, I'm the kind of politician that I don't hide behind
Mm,
Nedu. I always come out straight to let people know who I'm supporting. It is a
mm,
political game, and if you are supporting someone, and maybe eventually the party said that this is where they are going, at the long run, everybody will come together and support whoever the party consider. But currently now, I am giving my support for the national secretary of our party, based on the fact that he came from Oshogbo Federal Constituency, in which I think we should pick our candidate from there. It's not based on maybe I know him before, or maybe he has done something for me before, or maybe he's giving me money. No, it's far from that. But because he came from the right location where I think we need votes to win the election. And the issue of the current governor is coming to a party or not, I think I buy into the idea, because if we look at the situation, me, I'm even thinking far beyond the election of Osun State. I'm considering 2027. So we need a lot of votes from anywhere across the country. So that's why even Asiwaju is bringing more governors to our party. So if Adeleke wish to come, and our party, I think our party also should be happy and embrace him. So I wish he joined our party, but many people see it as if maybe he's coming to carry the ticket, and or maybe he's coming to claim their space. No, or maybe some will even say that maybe he has given me money. No, it's not that. It's all politics. Because if we are applauding some of our leader in the governor of Delta State, the governor of Akwa Ibom State that joined our party, we should be able to embrace the one that is closer to us as well. There's no issue there. And if we are saying no to the incumbent governor, if truly he wish to come, I think our party should embrace it because currently our party has embraced the senator representing Osun East and the one in Osun Central. So 2 senators have joined and then 3 House of Reps member have joined our party. So why are we embracing those ones and then we said the sitting governor should not come? And when people say that maybe I'm embracing it because you should come and collect the ticket at the detriment of other aspirants, I said no. It's the leader that will decide who are they going to give the ticket. Maybe it's the one that is coming, or maybe all those ones
they said that is the sentiment
interest
and the
to contest.
joker of you people and the Albarika movement. That most of you in the Albarika movement, you want the governor to come, then the ticket of the party will be given to him for automatically for his second term, and by 2030 you are positioning yourself to be the successor.
I think that's a big lie. That's a big lie because even in the APC platform on WhatsApp, there are members of the Alubarika movement that wrestled me, insulted me, abused me, calling me different sort of name because I said our party should embrace the sitting governor. So for you to say that the Alubarika movement are, looking for an avenue for the governor to come, I think that's a big lie. It's a big lie. It's just individual thinking and then the way we can calculate politically. So it's not like that. It's far from it. It is not as if maybe the governor should come so that he can spend it. But that's just the truth. Because if you want to look at it, just like I said earlier before, the people of Ife or the people of even Iwo Federal Constituency, they have never produced a governor. They can look at it that, okay, why are we now looking for someone that has not even contributed to the party up to our own federal constituency and, give him the ticket or her, So people may just sit down and look at it that maybe this one now that is going to finish his 8 years, maybe he should just do his own and find his way go so that we also can. People can think in that way. That is normal, irrational thinking of many people. But the truth is that if we want to win election, you have to calculate very well. If Demola is coming, in which I will not say no, I believe he can come, then the leaders will sit down. Even when they interview our leader, the former national secretary of our party, the former deputy governor of Osun State, Otumba Yola Omishore, when they interview him on TVC, is it TVC or Channel? They interview him that, why are you saying that Demola should not come? He said no, he has never said so. He said Demola can join the party. The only thing is, he is standing against is for him to come and claim the ticket of the party. And which is normal for somebody that have aspiration. So, but for me, I am, below that. I cannot talk about who is going to, claim the ticket or not. It is the leadership of the party that will decide that. My own take is just for us to embrace the governor if he's ready to come. Just like we embrace 2 senators and House of Reps member. Just like I said earlier that the Alubarika movement, some of the boys what I've been agitating for, they said no, that the governor should not come. So it's not about Alubarika movement or anybody. So if the governor wants to come, he should come, then the governor should sit down, the leader should sit down and say, okay, let us give him the ticket for continuity or not. So it is beyond what I can talk about.
Let me ask this question. Since I want to believe that you have the ears of Senator Ajibola Basiru. Am I right?
The ears of Senator.
I think you are very close to Senator Ajibola Basiru. Am I right?
Senator Ajibola Basiru he's our leader now. He's our leader, but I've never approached him and discussed with him that I am giving you support, I am supporting your aspiration. No, I don't need to do that. He's our leader. If they give any of our party member a ticket now, if I'm giving him support, if tomorrow he said that maybe during the primary electioneering process, I did not supported him, so he's not going to know me or recognize me, that's not my problem. What I know is that I belong to the APC. I am supporting who I want. And if the party said that this is who they want, at the long run, we come together, we give the person support, and the person will win. It's not left to the person to now say that this one did not support me during the primary or not. So I don't need to approach Senator Ajibola Bashir and tell him that I am
No,
giving
the
you
question I
support.
want to ask is not
So
about
I've
if you
never
have
met
gone
with
to him.
him. I've
Hello,
never met with him one on
please,
one, you know. So and
please, in
I
one
don't even know,
minute.
maybe he's aware that I'm supporting him. So
No, the question I want to ask is this. There is this insinuation that he's not on the same page with former governor Adegboyega Oyetola. Are you aware of any friction between these two leaders?
I'm not aware of that. I'm not aware of that, and I don't think that is true because they are both
Mm.
leader. One is a minister, one is the national chairman of the national secretary of the party. So and I do see them in many functions. I do see them in many places together, taking pictures and having greeting each other. So I don't see any bickerings between them. So supporters may be saying a lot of things. Supporters may be creating some kind of misunderstanding, but within two of them,
Okay.
I don't
Mm.
see any bickering, between them. So I don't know anything about.
Okay, I will go on a very short break now. But when we are back, we'll look at the issue of local governments and also we'll have our final take on having Governor Ademola Adeleke joining the All Progressives Congress. Even though it has failed, we all know it failed sometimes in August this year. But what is the latest? What is the latest in this matter? We'll analyze all those things when we come back. Please stay tuned, we'll be right back. Yeah, welcome back from that very short break. I have been discussing with Prince Oladele Oyelude, a member of the All Progressives Congress and the Director General of Tinubu Shetima Ambassadors. Now, let me now go to my last question that we were unable to ask because of the network. Let me ask this. When you were talking the other time, I want to ask, are you saying that having Governor Ademola Adeleke in your party will boost your chance of being in power between now and 2030, and also having a better output towards the 2027 presidential election?
Definitely, politics, is 1 plus 1 is always either 2 or 12 or 11. So we always look for plus, not minus. So there is no how a sitting governor will
Mm.
be coming to join your political party that he or she will not add value to your party. At least it will add vote to the party, unless there is a crisis or misunderstanding when he joined the party.
Mm.
And
Mm.
in 2027, we have been seeing them, the governor supporters, and most of his supporters are already claiming that they are supporting Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And that's what I
I
expected
think the
from,
governor himself has endorsed him.
yeah, that's what I expected from all the Southwest governors. And with that, there is no how we not have a bulk vote in 2027. And if the governor is also supporting us
Okay.
before the 2026 governorship election, either they give him the ticket or not,
Mm.
definitely our party is going to win without any stress now. So there is no how the third force can say they want to have any vote in Osun
Let me
State.
now ask you: Are you now blaming your leaders for rejecting him? Are you blaming your leaders for rejecting Governor
Well,
Adeleke?
I'm not blaming them because who am I to blame my leaders? Everybody have their own opinion. Supporters have their own opinion. Likewise, the
Mm.
leadership also. And in a
Mm.
political party, the leadership of the party will have the
Mm.
day. They will decide on, they will decide whatever suits the party. So, but as a party member, there's no how
Mm.
individual members will not have their opinion that okay, let us do like this, don't let us do like this. It is natural. It is only people that think that reason abnormally in politics that will say that a political member or supporter or leader should not have their own say or opinion in the political party. So I don't blame them if they are saying they don't want Governor Adeleke to join the party. One, you cannot expect somebody that is contesting either Boa or Ambo or SRJ or Omishuri or what is it, mutual benefits, and all of them. There is no how you can you can approach them and they will tell you that allow Demola to come and join us. They will not support that.
Mm.
So, but that does not mean that some political members or some leader doesn't want, if he want to come, he should come, because they cannot say if
Okay.
they are going to give him the ticket or not. So, but for him to add that one or two votes to our own political party, it's a plus for us. And I don't see anybody that will now say he or she wants to claim the ticket of PDP if the Mola is no more there. So there is nobody that can come that can
Mm.
even give us, that can act as a threat to our political party. So currently now
Okay, let's
it's still the only big fish in that party that we can say we are
mm,
bringing to our party, that
okay,
will be rest
to our
assured we
party.
don't have
Okay.
problem.
Okay, let's now go to the issue of local governments. You have been an advocate of, autonomy, real autonomy for local government, as it was granted by the Supreme Court. The happenings in Osun State now is becoming another thing, because money moved from CBN to UBA account, court order freezing those accounts. What do you make out of all this? Do you think it is actually the best we can have in this state?
Well, personally, I'm not happy with the situation because as an advocate for local government autonomy, and the DG of the Advocacy for Local Government Autonomy in Nigeria, I think we should have a smooth local government in our state. And I think Osun should be, a place for the case study of that declaration by the Central Abiwa, the Supreme Court. So if we are now having this
Mm.
scenario, it is laughable and unexpected. I don't happy with the situation, and I don't think any well-meaning citizens, irrespective of the political party we belong to, will be happy with the situation. So I think the leadership
But your
should
party has been
sit
alleged of being
down.
the mastermind. They said your party has been alleged of being the mastermind, and they said, former Governor Itola intentionally planted all this, and it is germinating. I think that is what the government and the people from the opposition are saying. Do you share that same
That the
thought?
what? That the minister is doing what?
That your party has been the mastermind and the executor of the crisis that we are having, because the former governor planted all this by conducting an election days before the expiration of his tenure, especially after losing
Well,
his own
I don't
election.
think that's a better statement to be used by anybody, because both party, the APC and PDP, are political party and they must
Mm,
be fighting for their own interest. So for the
mm,
minister to conduct local government election a few months before his
mm,
exit, I think that's not a case, to talk about, because if you look at the local government system before the declaration of local government autonomy, the governors act in any way they want. They conduct local government. Some even appoint caretaker chairmen for years. So we cannot justify that with that claim, because the declaration of autonomy came after the exit of Alhaji Gboyega Oyetola.
Alhaji
So
Oyetola.
currently now, and when
Mm,
the governor came on board, the Governor Adeleke, the only mistake that I think he did was, the removal of the chairman. He's supposed to follow the due process in the court and, chase them away if he wants through the courts. It shouldn't be that you just declare and remove them like that. That's the only mistake I see that he did. And when it is like that, when the local government autonomy came on board, they also the chairman that was removed, also go to court. And I think they have to fight for their rights. So it now depends on the court to take absolute decision on it, in which I am not privy to. So, but for anybody to say that maybe it's the minister that is, or maybe a political party, I think both parties are just fighting for their own interests. So No political party should be blamed in that regard.
Okay, fighting for interests at the expense of governance is something that some people will ask those of you that are politicians to actually tell us what your priorities are. Is it governance or politics? But away from that, you are the DG of Tinubu Shetima ambassadors. And then some people are now saying that, during the 2023 election, you were at the forefront of campaigning for this present president. Who asked you in the last close to 30 months now, do you think, especially you are from Osun, the infrastructural development and some others, do you think this present administration of President Bola Tinubu has benefited the masses, especially considering the removal of the first subsidy and some other policies that are affecting the average Nigerian, the standard of living in Nigeria?
Well, the government of Tinubu Shetima has done very well for this country, to my own
Mm,
knowledge. And if we are talking of
mm,
benefits, it is not something that will be that visible between a very within 2 years or 2.5 years like that. Well, but we are already seeing the impact of the new government, because when Buhari was there are many things that went wrong. Even before Buhari came on board, there are many things that went wrong.
mm.
So this government now is coming to change the abnormalities and do the needful. And that's why you see some of the past presidents or vice presidents that said they want to come on board, because the president has laid a very good foundation that they failed to put in place when they were there. So just like you made mention, the removal of fuel subsidy, the reform on FX, and the local government autonomy. These are policies that I think it is very good to Nigerians, and Nigerians are already benefiting from it, starting from even the increment of the minimum wages and so on. So, but there are many things that we supposed to talk about, most especially the media houses that are supposed to be an advocacy for those policies, most especially the removal of fuel subsidy that leads to the declaration of local government autonomy. Because I used to tell people that the local government autonomy, it is an antidote of the fuel subsidy removal. Because if you are just like you are breastfeeding a child and you discover that the child is old enough to stop sucking, so you have to look for something else to replace the breast. So that's why the president brought the local government autonomy, whereby the money will be going back straight to the grassroots. But nobody keep talking about it. Nobody is even agitating for it. The media houses will just keep on shouting about president, economy, and everything is expensive and all those. But things that we're supposed to fight for, to make things be in order, we are not. Because if the
Mm.
local government is functioning the way it's supposed to be, like the state or like the federation, we'll not have problem in all these things that we keep on complaining about. Normally, there is no
But
have.
some people are saying if the president, sorry, some people are saying that if the president actually wants it to work, there is nothing bad in ensuring that these funds get to the local government accounts, as we are having in Osun. But that is not the case in other states.
It's
So
not that easy for the president to just take unilateral decision like that. He has done very well because
the court has given him the go ahead to do that. So if he's relying on courts, don't you think that not paying the money directly to local government account is violation of that court order?
but I think the president is still working on that, because initially, even before
For
before the
one for
Supreme
one
Court,
year, two
let me tell you,
months, we are
before the
still working
Supreme
on it.
Court, in the
Mm,
ninth assembly, in National Assembly, the former speaker, Honorable
mm,
Femi Gbajabiamila, and the then Senate President, Senator Lawan, they took a very serious decision to
mm,
ensure that the local governments are functioning, whereby they are trying to work on the constitution,
mm,
because the constitution stated it that two-thirds of the governors must assent to that bill before they can amend it. Likewise, the House of Assembly member have a stake on it. So the House of Assembly the House of Reps and the Senate find it very difficult to take action during that night assembly. And that's why when Tinubu came on board, they look at it that the National Assembly will find it very difficult to act on it. So that's why they went through the Supreme Court. And with the declaration of the Supreme Court now, there are still some bottlenecks because the governors and the local government, they have a joint account initially. And if you are going to create another separate account for the local government, there are many things that are supposed to be put in place, like the workers.
But it has been done for Osun.
Like the workers now. Like,
it has been done for Osun.
Let me explain to you. It is not something that they can just do within a twinkle of an eye, you know. Like the joint accounts, just like what is happening in Osun State now, it will be somehow difficult because the joint accounts of the local government and the state are intact. And some states have used that same account, you know, the same account of the joint account and even the account of some local government to borrow money in commercial banks, in central banks, and some other foreign financial institutions. So for you to know that thing, that it will be somehow difficult. And some states also, the workforce of some local governments are far beyond what that local government can even pay. It's just like your own local government now. Maybe you have 20,000 people working with the state and local government, and the state government and the local government joint account are the one paying them. And maybe your allocation is 300 million naira, and the total sum of money they are using to pay those workers from your own local government is even almost 75% of that total sum of that allocation. You know, there will be difficulties in that regard. Unless they now remove it, they look at this local government. These are the people that comes from this local government that are working. The government, the state, and the local government are paying them through that joint account. So there are many things that the state governors have to, you know, work on before they can be able to agree with that. It's not as if they don't have. The Supreme Court has given judgment, but they are still going to meet the president. They are still going to appeal for them to have some time to, you know, to correct so much abnormalities that has been in place before now. And that's why in Osun State now, if they are paying money in a separate account, remember that when Aregbesola was there, information got to us that there are some local government that they used to borrow money. So how do you think they are going to pay that? Is it through the state? And because the local government are recognizing where they borrow the money from already. So what we need to do as a media houses or as individual is to agitate, go to our local government, let the local government chairman be accountable for whatever that is going to them on a monthly basis. The local government chairman are staying with us. It's not as if they are living in Abuja and they are going to different states or something like that, but they are with us, and they don't have that privilege that anti-graft agency cannot challenge them or citizen cannot accuse them, unlike the governors and the presidents, you know. So these are things that we're supposed to do. Let the local government chairman tell us that, okay, this month, this is the allocation we receive. Because in my local government now in Osun State, the list as February to August, to my own research, I discovered that the list my local government received is 350 million naira. So how many people are working under the local government service commission or maybe the local government staff? How many of them are there? How much is their salary? That 350 million naira will be going to my local government, and my local government will be like that. So these are the things we're supposed to be able to call the chairman. Tell us how much you received this month. So let us know. If he failed to tell us, we can tie him down. We can tie the local government chairman down. So you should be able to account for that.
Okay.
So that is the thing that we're supposed to do.
Finally,
if that money is going straight, the citizen will be able to take action and deliver good governance at the grassroots. We'll not even remember that the president is on board. Because when we were young, anybody that is even aspiring to contest for Senate or House of Reps, they always, reject that position. They always want to fight for local government chairmen, councillors, and all those things because they believe that you wanted to remove them out of the system in the state. So these are the things.
Finally, Prince Oyelude. When you are talking like this, I think that is an area that all of us must be talking about. But let me say this. Ibadan Ikire Expressway is already becoming a death trap. A trap, because in fact people have abandoned one of the sections. They are now using one. So that is a federal road. You don't call the it's the local government to come and fix that kind of road. And that is becoming worse on daily basis. That's some of the things that people are saying, that infrastructurally the people of the Southwest have not enjoyed anything. I don't know what is happening in some area, but I think it is almost the same thing. Sometimes, like about 2 months ago, the Ekiti State government sent everybody to geography class before we can access Ekiti State, because the roads are bad. So, infrastructurally, do you think this administration of Tinubu has done well? Please, in less than 1 minute.
Well, that road to my own knowledge, every 4 years, you see that they are giving that road on contract to one company or the other on renovation. And I think this one now should be a full construction. So I don't know, maybe the budget captured it this year on renovation or not. But what I will say is that if we claim, or we say that because political dividend of democracy or political benefit shouldn't be based on geopolitical zone or this and that.
On appointments.
So, but everything the president is doing is for the generality of the country. But if we feel that maybe we have not benefited enough as a region, so the Southwest governors should assemble themselves, the senators should assemble themselves, the NUJ also, in which you also, your house, your media house is also part of it, you should assemble yourself and say something. It's not as if the president is not everywhere. The president cannot be everywhere. So it is what we are requesting that they will do. If the governors mobilize themselves, even a single governor can visit the minister of works. The governor can visit the president. This is what I need in my state, and nothing has been done. And this is federal road. They can lay complaint. The road we are talking about is every 4 years they are giving it to contractors. There is a road now that passed through my community, and it's dilapidated already, and it has been on ground since 2010, 2011. That's the Ife road. So we have senators that are representing those, the senatorial district. At least that road cut across like 2 senators and not less than 4 or 5 House of Reps members from both states, in Osun State and Oyo State. So what are they doing? Why can't they mobilize themselves? It is beyond the motion or the debate in the Senate or in the House of Reps. They can mobilize themselves, visit the Minister of Works, let them know this is what we are looking for. Can you work on this for us? In this budget, the budget will soon start by probably this month ending or thereabout for 2026. So the senators and reps, the governors should take action, and your media houses also should act in regard that in the Southwest geopolitical zone, all from Osun State directly. So it's not as if we just keep quiet or be mumbling in one corner that the president has not given us this and not. Are we complaining? Are we letting the president know? We have a minister representing our state. We have a governor in our state. We have senators and reps. They should take action. And you use your media houses to support the state, support the zone.
All right, thank you so much, Prince Oladele Oyelude, for that time that we have with you today. It's been a very nice time having you on our show. And we believe that as time goes on, as we are going deeper into the political era, especially ahead of 2026 governorship election in Osun State, we'll still have time to engage you proper, maybe when you are within the reach, when you are within the state. And that's our show for today. Thank you so much for being part of it. My name is Jare Tiamiyu. Bye for now.